leg is not a luxury, a true story about Daniel Bailey's brave struggle. This is a call for each of us to not take life for granted, but instead to rise up in support of this exceptional, courageous man.
Senior Dan Bailey ground out over 100 yards rushing.
Daniel Bailey grew up in Dallas, Texas. He attended the St. Mark's School and was an outstanding student. He was also an athlete. In fact, he was the star athlete of the football team. At the University of Texas, he double majored in science and business, receiving the prestigious UT's Business School Accountant Award. Thereafter, he went on to medical school at the University of Houston. He became an orthopedic surgeon and set up a successful medical practice in Kentucky. He often treated the underserved. 2 years ago, Daniel's life completely changed, resulting from a tragic accident. His life as a father, practicing surgeon, and avid outdoorsman came to a complete halt. Daniel lost his leg, and without the help of others, he'll lose his other one too. This story begins on a beautiful day in October 2010 on a ranch in the hills of Kentucky.
I was involved in a horrible accident. Everything was going fine. I actually was going up the hill just to set up some deer stands, and I was getting near the top, and I was making a left-hand turn, not going very fast at all, and rock kicked out, and so suddenly steering wheel turned to the right. I headed down the hill, and it hit a tree, and I flipped over, and it landed on top of me and pinned me, crushing my legs and my pelvis. I was on the hill for approximately 16 hours. It's such a remote area, there was no cell phone service, and so I kind of had to hunker down for a long time. When the blood flow is cut off to your legs, it causes what's called rhabdomyolysis, and essentially when those toxins are finally released into your system, for instance when the paramedics had lifted the four-wheeler off me, it immediately is going to cause damage to my kidneys, liver, and possibly end my life.
Daniel was taken to the hospital, where he was unconscious for 4 to 6 weeks. There, he underwent 13 surgeries. Daniel's leg was amputated after the injury. In order to save his left leg, he needs to be able to walk again. This is why Daniel needs a prosthetic leg.
I lost my right leg above the knee, and my left leg had paralysis due to the ATV landing on me and being on me for so long. And subsequently I'm at the point where I need a prosthesis, because that's actually going to become my good leg, with my left leg having the paralysis at this time. So it's an important item in my life in order to fulfill the dreams that I have moving forward.
Although systems are in place for many to receive prosthetics, such as wounded military, workers injured on the job, and Medicare patients, most private insurance companies pay only about 6% of what it costs to buy a prosthetic.
The realization set in over the next several months of how difficult it is to get a prosthetic. Private insurances do not pay very much at all for prosthesis. Another key thing about a prosthesis is it is mentally fulfilling to know that even though you don't have your own leg, you have a leg.
Daniel needs a prosthesis costing up to $100,000. He currently has no choice but to wait and hope for a leg. Until then, Daniel is trying to come to terms with the changes in his life after the accident.
Able to realize how difficult it is to pull yourself up and try to get going again, even when you're focused and want to. There are many roadblocks ahead, and many roadblocks which I've hit and have to somehow create a fork around them.